Hello again everyone, and welcome back to Learn Linux TV. In this video, I wanted to give you guys a quick tip for the GNOME desktop. I hear a lot of people say that GNOME is slow and bloated, which I don't think is true. I feel that GNOME is a fast desktop environment, and it's my favorite desktop environment, but there is a very legitimate reason why it might be running slow for you, so I wanted to create this video to see how many people might be impacted by what I've found. And the culprit might be a bit surprising. In particular, I'm referring to Tracker, GNOME's indexing service, but I'm not just talking about Tracker by itself. I'm specifically seeing a problem when you use network shares, Samba shares, NFS shares, and you also have Tracker enabled. Now, I'm not going to walk you through disabling Tracker in this video because I do feel that it is helpful, but I will be giving you a quick tip to tell Tracker to ignore your network shares, which surprisingly gets you a big performance boost. On my end, I primarily use notebooks. So what generally happens is I come home, I connect to my network, and then I access my shares, which presumably causes the indexing service, Tracker, to index the shares. Then when I leave the house, I disconnect the network, leave the house, and sure enough, Tracker's going to lose, history of the files that I have on the network share. And then when I come home, it's going to again start indexing the shares as I reconnect to them. So this constant indexing and not indexing is a bit of a problem. Now, if you don't really have that many files, maybe you just have a few, Office documents or something, then Tracker is going to index that in seconds and you're never going to notice an issue. But as soon as you have a ton of files for Tracker to chew through when it comes to network shares, that's when you really do see some slowdown. And what I'm going to do right now is show you a very easy method where you could still have Tracker enabled and benefit from it for desktop files on your local hard drive, but also disable it for network shares specifically, so that way you won't run into this problem. And this is going to be a very quick and easy tweak. So what we're going to do is create a file. You don't have to use the command line, but I'm going to. It's an easy way to get this done. So let's open up the terminal. And here it is. And what you'll do is navigate to the parent directory wherever you mount your shares. Anyway, what you'll do is create a very specific file in each of your share directories. So as you can see, I'm inside of file share 1. So I'll type touch, .tracker ignore, just like that. Done. That's all there is to it. I'll go back, go into the next one. Done. And the third one. Done. Now, as you can see, I have .tracker ignore right here. It's a file, the file that we just created, and there's nothing inside of it. There doesn't have to be. It just simply has to exist. You can also create it as .no media as well, according to the documentation that I've read. I've not tried that method, but my understanding is that you could call the file .tracker ignore or .no media, and either should work. However, just stick with .tracker ignore because that's always worked for me. Anyway, all you have to do is create this file right here inside each of your share directories. Once you do that, the indexing service will still notice anytime you mount a share, but when it sees .tracker ignore inside the share, it's going to ignore it and then move on to the next target. Which also means that GNOME is going to speed up a lot if you're having the same problem as I was. And there you go. That's all there is to it. And this is probably the shortest tutorial that I've ever had to create for you guys, but I wanted to get this out to you guys because it really works. I thought about making this a YouTube short video considering how short this tutorial is, but then I figured nobody would watch it. Anyway, thank you so much for checking out this video. Let me know in the comments down below if this helped you out, and I'll see you in the next video.